talk about artificial intelligence. We use this technology almost everywhere. It's doing our homework in Canvas, or you can generate cute cats and make money online. It's simply impossible not to notice this technology. So let me tell you about the companies you should pay attention to if you want to profit from their stocks. Probably the first company that comes to mind is Nvidia or AMD. And you would be right. The chips they produce are the heart of artificial intelligence. We have seen their profits grow every year, but especially after 2022, their stock prices have skyrocketed. So why did this happen? The answer is obvious. It's all about artificial intelligence. When ChatGPT first started gaining popularity, it wasn't as smart as it is today. At that time, it had almost no competitors. So between 2022 and 2023, this company's stocks didn't grow too fast. But everything changed once it became clear how promising and popular this technology would become in the following years. That's when new players started entering the market. How does this relate to Nvidia? It's simple. All multi-billion-dollar companies began buying processors to develop their AI applications. And when everyone suddenly wants to buy something that's already in short supply, as it was in 2022, the price of that product skyrockets. As artificial intelligence became smarter and more widely used, it became clear that companies needed to invest in infrastructure to support it, and that's where these companies come into play. These companies have been investing in cloud technologies for decades. Why is that so important? It's simple. To store the data that trains artificial intelligence and all the other information, you don't just need storage technology, you also need something that allows regular people like us to access it and ask, generate me a cat. That's called cloud infrastructure, and that's why we see these companies growing at incredible rates. But what does CoreWeave have to do with all this? It doesn't even have its own cloud platform. Well, here's the thing. To handle the massive number of AI requests, you need enormous computing power, and that's not just Nvidia chips. It's also electricity, water for cooling service, and physical space. And that's exactly what CoreWeave provides. If you want to build your own AI model, but don't have $100 billion to invest in infrastructure, your only option is to rent capacity from those who do. By the way, this company went public just a few months ago and has already tripled in value, possibly thanks to a $12 billion contract with ChatGPT that runs through 2030. But why all this? Why are people willing to spend hundreds of billions of dollars developing artificial intelligence? Well, it's definitely not just to generate cats. Definitely not for that. Now, let's talk about the real heart of these technologies, Palantir and C3 AI. What do they do? It's simple. They use artificial intelligence and have specialized patents and systems that allows them to intelligently connect AI to any business. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say you own an energy company with hundreds of thousands of customers who all need electricity to charge their phones. It's impossible for a person to track the energy usage of every single customer, but AI can do it easily. All it needs is the company's data and BAM! You got analytics, reports and insights that make your business more efficient and more profitable. Now, do you understand why all this has been built for? Sure, there are services like ChatGPT 5, where you can buy a $20 subscription and generate cats, but that doesn't even come close to covering the cost of running this kind of business. That's why we see huge profits and massive losses at the same time. Whoever controls information controls the world. Unfortunately, that applies to AI as well. To train artificial intelligence, you need data, and that means someone has to buy it. Who owns the data? These giants. I won't go over each company now, but if you are interested, I can make a separate video about them. So, let's return to the main question of this video. Is it still possible to make money from artificial intelligence? Unfortunately, my personal opinion is it's already too late. Remember the gold rush? It's the same thing here. The people who got rich weren't the ones digging for gold, but the ones selling shovels. So if I had to choose where to invest to profit from artificial intelligence, I would go with Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia and CoreWeave, because they're the ones selling the shovels in this AI gold rush. But as we can see, the companies that are actually digging for gold are not so promising yet due to their losses. When some of them go bankrupt or when more competitors appear, like AMD challenging Nvidia, it will definitely affect AI pricing. Nvidia won't be able to keep charging such high prices forever, and this financial pyramid will eventually collapse. But everything I've said is just my opinion. I have explained how it works now. It's up to you to decide whether I'm right or not. That's all from me. Thanks for watching.